And now moving on and shifting our focus, let's tell you about what is happening as far as the war in West Asia is concerned, because at this point in time, the US State Department has said that the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon will be extended by 45 days, with more US brokered talks expected later this month and also in early June. So that's a statement that is coming from the US State Department. In fact, the spokesperson has said that the country would be holding talks at reaching a permanent political agreement on June 2nd and June 3rd, and the US would bring together delegations from these two countries and their militaries as well on May 29. So all eyes will be on the negotiations and the talks between the two countries. And in a statement, in fact, the US State Department has said that we hope that the discussions will advance a lasting peace between the two countries and also help in establishing the security along the shared border as well. Remember, the ceasefire, which was already extended last month, had been due to expire on Sunday. And before that, we're learning that it has been extended, and that has been announced. The extension of the ceasefire has been announced by the US State Department, and it has been extended by 45 days is what we are learning so far. And this comes at a time when there is a ceasefire in place, but there is continued violence and attacks on the border areas as far as the two countries are concerned. All right, let me go across to Major General Shashi Asthana, defense expert. Thank you so much, sir, for connecting with us. How do you look at the extension of the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon? Because there is a ceasefire extension, but this also comes at a time when the attacks between the two countries and the violence also continues.
See, the ceasefire announced is by America, and the ceasefire announced is between Israel and Lebanon. Now, the people or the player involved are Israel and Hezbollah, because Lebanon doesn't have full control over Hezbollah. So if you see, the ceasefire will continue to remain fragile. They keep exchanging fires based on their exact requirements, because if you see, principally, Hezbollah refuses to disarm itself, and Israel refuses to get out of southern Lebanon. Now, these are two basic positions which do not change. This is more of a political exercise, because President Trump wants to show to his domestic audience that he's trying to do his best to resolve this war. And he has an election coming, and that is why you would have seen that all his actions, including major announcements which he made in Beijing, which were not ratified by China, are also aimed at the domestic audience. So all this is a political exercise, but notwithstanding that, any truce announced is a welcome step if it actually holds.
Absolutely, and this comes at a time, in fact, when the Israeli forces continue attacking the southern Lebanese areas, what we're learning so far. Thank you so much, Major General Shashi Asthana, for bringing perspective on this. In fact, we have more breaking update.